What about recording technique? You have one of the largest baritone voices extant. The volume that you can utilize is overwhelming. Do you change your technique at all in front of the recording microphone?
No, I don't. I don't. I mean, it would be a great danger, in fact, if you tried to do this. It has become more difficult, of course, with the advent of stereo, in that you cannot do some of the things with a stereo recording that you can do with a monaural recording. I feel I feel, however, that some of the artists, let's say, who recorded in the days before stereo came along, got a better break because the attention was centered upon one set of microphones, and there was no necessity of moving beyond backing up or coming forward a little bit, where in stereo recordings we have to walk all over. We have a staged performance. And the end result of it is that those people who listen to it on monaural sometimes have a feeling that you're singing in a rain barrel. It comes out all right on stereo, but not necessarily well on monaural.
This is a problem that I've noticed, as a matter of fact. Well, that leads to another point. Do you think perhaps there's been an overemphasis on stereo gimmickry in recent years?
Very strongly. I think it's more or less a general trend in the industry as a whole. Every year when I walk into the room that has all of the equipment in it in the recording sessions, there's more and more and more of it, and it gets hotter and hotter, too. Those tubes give off a lot of heat in the middle of the summer in Rome. And I thoroughly expect to walk in someday and find that they have a man sitting at the console of a machine who will duplicate all the artists. I think the thing that they have lost is performance. All the notes are there. Everything is put together. You hear the triangles, you hear the basses, the pizzicati are beautiful, but you have lost the quality of performance. It's gotten to be mechanical, electronic, whatever it is.
Do you think this is an inevitable trend, or can it be reversed?
Well, I don't know whether it can be reversed or not, but I sure as hell am going to try, because I feel that well, perhaps that isn't fair, but I feel very strongly that the quality of performance must come back.
Well, what do you think would be an answer to this? Perhaps recording longer stretches at a time, or forbidding the editing of takes, or what? How would you?
I don't know. I am not that technically proficient in the recording. The actual difficulties of getting it down on tape and then making a performance out of it. In fact, Mrs. Macneil and I were speaking about it the other day, and we decided that I was just going to have to go find a recording engineer somewhere and find out a little more about it, because I don't think that I can try and reverse this trend single-handedly from a lack of knowledge.
I think you'd find a lot of support, though.
I know I would.
A lot of the mail that I receive seems to emphasize the same thing, a kind of bloodlessness about the recordings that are being made nowadays, a kind of emphasis on electronic techniques as opposed to vocal techniques.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit disturbing. Well, from your experience as a recording artist, who would you say has the single greatest amount of control in a recording session, the recording director or the conductor? There seems to be now a vying of interest. I know some of the labels give the recording director as much credit as the conductor on the physical printed label.
Well, I think it depends upon the company probably, and certainly it also depends on the conductor.
Yes, I guess you wouldn't dare do that.
It is a conductor's world. We have to face it.
This is true, do you think, as much in opera now as it has been?
Oh, yes.
Perhaps even more so?
I don't know. I haven't been around that long.
Well, I was talking last week to an alumna of some of the Toscanini recordings, and of course there was complete dictatorial sway from the podium. In your experience in the more recent years, do you find that the singer perhaps has more latitude than somebody like Toscanini would allow?
I don't think we really want latitude. I think it comes back to the problem of performance. I mean, what we want is ourselves. What we would want was our personality, if it's strong enough. Not simply latitude. This implies laxity or overt high notes or bad musicianship. And the singer is not a bad musician. The singers are better and better musicians all the time. And if you are sincere and if you study your part well, you will have just as valid ideas probably as the conductor will have. Most times it's not difficult to work them out. It gets. I think that some conductors in recording sessions particularly want to try things that they could not possibly try in the house, that they want to get effects that that could not possibly be done in the opera theater. And this is another thing that leads to the fact that the recordings are not a real opera recording. You are not getting a performance. You're getting something that they're trying out.